Maybe the second Slayer be a live fire. Who knows? I do not. Getting it going here for another high school esports leagues national playoffs here for the high school level. Love to see it. Sniper rifle in hand, trying to make this one sing.
Mate, it's gonna be a good start for HN, right? Holy Name, B and C, they're already pushing into A for this trip cap, which is bold, I must say. OS is coming up in 3 seconds as well, and it looks like Holy Name are gonna try to take it, but Crestwood charges. I mean, you're already down to the trip cap, so you gotta get this OS, man. You lost the sniper.
Yeah.
You've been trip capped early. Thankfully, they've taken back C, but yeah. The fight around this OS, and finally it's going to be taken by Blue Thunder. I might have to say, great start so far for Holy Name.
Yeah, so this is the point where we go ahead and pick our favorite names. Once again, folks, as we all do throughout the regular season, this is not indicative of our favorite players. It's not indicative of our predictions for the game. This is just what names make us laugh. Gotta say, going over Bird Warrior. I know I've given it to Bird Warrior over there before, funniest name in the lobby, but it's just a funny image. You know what I'm saying, James?
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. There's quite a lot of games that have birds that are warriors as well, so yep. I can roll with that. But speaking of games, it's going to be the total switch around, right? So Holy Name, they had that trip cap early, then they had the AB setup, but now it's Crestwood Chargers with the BC setup. And it's going to be Blue Thunder trying to throw these nades around the corner. He's not going to find anything. But he is going to find another player who's just going to zip right by him. Can he get into the stronghold and take it back? He can. He's got the needler out. It is going to be a back smack, the killjoy, the killing spree, and the double kill for Blue Thunder early. And yeah, it's looking good, man.
I gotta say, Blue Thunder, yes, 5-0, kind of took both of those kills a little bit later right now. Something we've seen from these high school students is that they will frequently prefer to kind of get up in your face, close and personal, get it going with the melees and whatnot. Needler in hand on the other side finds themselves a lot of value. Now getting back on over to B and wiping the pressure. No, this OS is not going to live through. These players push on in. Super Cam comes back. There's one. There's two. Nicely done. Doubling up right now. Super Cam 5.
Yeah, what a play by him as well. Just, you know what? I'm going to cap this zone. I'm not going to worry about it. Crestwood Chargers with the trip cap. I have to say, let's talk a little bit about the spike grenades, because they did get a patch actually this week. So yesterday, I believe they got a little update. They're a little more, they need a little more skill now. Tugboat, that's the main thing here. They doubled the amount of kind of flechettes that come out of the spike grenades, but they reduced the distance, they reduced the AoE, they reduced the AoE amount. And basically, it's now just a cone of damage. So if you stick someone, it's still an instant kill. Like, that's still perfect, but it requires a little bit more finesse. And I want to see kind of if these teams have even had a chance to kind of practice this yet, or kind of how this is going to change how this map looks. But yeah, at the moment, it's Super Cam 5 with 8 kills. But mate, this has been a super even game so far.
Probably needs to get back to this one is Suzuki Aizen. I think I'm saying that right. I believe that's the anime character.
I wouldn't know, but I'm going to trust you on that.
They love the Suzuki. Suzuki? Sosuke? I'm pretty sure it's Sosuke. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Sosuke I would think as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Get involved right here. That was a pretty close contest, trying to kick this one out, but that's kicking Gamer gets kicked out themselves. That was a solid job dedicating the solo life, 9-5 right now, so a solid KD as well. You go up, you force one player off, not knowing that that's to the back, and I mean, he hopped on top there with 95% progression, it seemed like, right? So, just trying to get this player off, reset that progress, didn't quite happen.
And it's going to be a trip cap for Holy Name as well. And it's going to be a double kill for Sasuke as well. So, Holy Name just starting to kind of exert all the pressure here, as Niz has just not been able to get into this game so far. Holy Name just absolutely shutting them down. But it's going to be Bird Warrior with the back smack, but it's going to be Super Cam with the double kill. But Crestwood Tugboat, these guys have got to get on these strongholds because the trip cap is down and Holy Name are already halfway to victory.
Getting a little bit of info in chat. Abedoon. Abedoon. It's the name of the first player on the side of Crestwood Chargers. Abedoon. We're going to go with that because I don't have anything else. I was just going to call him Abe. You know, with it.
Man,
taking a look at these... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, there's no harder job for a caster than trying to pronounce all the random name and gamer tags that people have.
Yeah, the gamer tags, yes, exactly. I was going to say, taking a look at these KDs, you can't really be surprised at this point that Holy Name is now 100-point clubbing Crestwood Chargers. Two players, you know, positive, 11-9, 9-8, you know, technically positive, but a 2-8 and a 1-11 on the squad. Meanwhile, over on the side of Holy Name, we got somebody who's more than quad up. 10-7 there for Gamer 0704. But Bird Warrior 6-5 themselves with 5 assists to boot. They're just simply winning the Slayer battle.
Yeah, and when, you know, Stronghold's still an objective, but if you're just spending far less time in the death screen, then that's really going to help. But like you said, man, Holy Name have just completely shut Abedoon and Niz out of this contest. Like, there's just nothing for them to be able to do. It's really like Supercam and Kai King who is really holding this together. But unfortunately for Crestwood, it is Holy Name that just are hunting in a pack, right? Like, there just seems to be 2 of them at all times moving around this map. That is a great headshot from Gamer as well. And as he comes up the top towards C, the thing that is kind of scary is the amount of confidence that these guys have to just run around a corner, look at C, and be like, you know what? It's a 1v3. I'm still going to try and take this. I'm just going to fight this. Like, pros, they know to fall back, but high schoolers, man, there is no fear in these guys at all.
All gas, no brakes. Well, they say what it is it's harder for young people to do risk assessment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
totally
fair.
messing around, of course. like breaking down the metaphysicals of high school esports here. Here's what doesn't need any breaking down, folks. 211 is significantly more than 80. We're gonna see a Crestwood Chargers run for the ages, a marathon sprint right here for them to bring this one back. That's not gonna happen off the back of double kills there, purchased easily from Gamer 0704 here, 16-9 now on the day.
Man, that double kill with the nade. Who needs the spike grenades when the frags will get it done? And every time you're just seeing multi-kills as Gamer 0704. He's going to find the headshot on Supercam. Is one shot and is now contested. And Abedoon probably never going to get an easier kill in your Halo life than that. But it is going to be Holy Name who are capturing this A with the AC setup. Although Crestwood taking back this C, but yeah, 216-93, and Crestwood just got to hold this together, but Holy Name again with the OS.
Yeah, and this just makes sense. Nice positioning here for Bird Warrior. No need to stretch the wings on that one. Simply sit down, avoid those nades. Now B, very close right here. Yeah, now a couple members on top, so Crestwood should be able... Or there should be, yeah, now is losing B, excuse me. Takes a couple look outsides. Okay, so breaking this one down a little bit more. I think the Crestwood Chargers is simply doing a little bit of mistakes when it comes to pushing onto these points, right? A, B, and C. What they really, really want to do is come here and take these engagements in ways that they can simply get out afterward, because they might be taking a kill here, James, but they're always getting taken out on the backside. Perfect example right there for Holy Name, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think the kind of, and this is something that will grow with these teams, right? Like, and I don't know, maybe these guys have played together all through fall and spring, but kind of one of those things that builds is the comms and understanding your positioning and understanding kind of where your teammates are as well. But the great thing about Strongholds, as Holy Name are going to cap C though, is what I was going to say is that it's never over, right? Like the amount of times that you see 248s, 249s, and you just can't get those last couple of points. You get the rotations wrong. Suddenly the other team, in this case it would be Crestwood, like suddenly the other team makes a run. They start picking you apart. It's really difficult. But yeah, Holy Name.
That's going to be difficult.
Holy Name, they just look like they kind of have this really under control. Although, having said that, it is going to be B and C for Crestwood Chargers, as once again, OS is up, and it's going to be Sasuke versus Niz, but actually, the cover fire is going to allow Crestwood to get the OS. Important.
Yeah, the importance of this may be negated in 2 seconds or so. If they can't get a foot on, they do. Nicely done. A gets a little bit of contention as well, and a double-double for Abeidun right there. So it's 247. Do mine eyes deceive me? A triple cap coming in for the Crestwood Chargers. And this is the better hold, right? A and B.
Yeah. Yeah, having garage and B is by far the better option, because you got the spike grenades, you know, in back B as well. So there's plenty of options. Great repulse for poor Niz. That is going to be death number 17 as well.
Okay.
And that, my friends, is going to be that 250 to 134. So look, super competitive at the start, but Holy Name just had this. Absolutely Aquarius. It's my favorite map. I absolutely adore CTF on this game mode as well. So, yeah, I think it's going to be super interesting to watch. And, mate, we don't have to wait any longer because we're in this game. And it is going to be Kai King Gamer who's going to find camo.
Favorite map. Favorite map. I think, I mean, I'd have to say Live Fire because it has the actual sniper on it, right?
Yep, true. You know,
most well-rounded map, like map that can hold the most game modes and still be good. Aquarius, definitely.
Yeah, it's funny because Aquarius only has Slayer and CTF.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love Aquarius so much. It's right. Let's talk about some sizzle sticks. Oh man, I'm so stoked. I'm actually like, I'm unbelievably happy that you talked about it like this. So, sizzle sticks or dynamo grenades, for those of you that aren't educated in the ways yet, that's okay. They basically, the goal was that they wanted to tighten the area of effect because it was just too powerful for what it did. So, they increased the shock damage per burst. So, that's gone up. They reduced the delay between the shock damage pulses. They added an additional shock damage pulse. They lowered the arming time, so you throw them quicker. However, with sizzle sticks though, when you used to get tagged, you used to. Oh,
we just saw a shimmy shake for the ages. Gotta check the platform up there for a couple broken ankles, man.
Man,
Sorry,
that was ruthless. Oh my god.
Because he's still there. He's still in the back. Yeah, this is who it was. This is Kicking Gamer 20 right here.
Oh my god, and he finds another kill as well. Bro, that cleanup is dirty. He's gonna be the bird warrior who finds a kill and gets traded. But yeah, the one thing that made sizzle sticks like so incredible, as Camo's gonna come back up again, was that when you would throw it at people, it would reduce their movement. They would basically get slowed.
That was the big thing. Yep.
They completely removed that. They got rid of the movement stun. They were like, no, this is actually too powerful. We have to nerf this. They reduced the area of effect, and they reduced the chain distance. So they've basically said, if you can get it right next to them, it's going to deal a lot more damage and pulse between people better and chain if people are standing close. But yeah, it's not going to stop you running away anymore, which is massive because you would just throw it, people get slowed, you'd murder them, and it was easy.
Yeah, I feel like at that point in a game like Halo Infinite, where movement is just so important, with sliding is just such a big deal now.
Here we go.
There you go. See, just like that, right? That kill on a Niz never would have happened in 2 bursts, a week ago.
Yeah, exactly. And you saw it that even though he threw the nade, like he actually managed to get quite far as well, right? And this is the difference with no movement penalty: is you can still make the jumps and you can still try to get away. But because he threw it so close to the body, it pulsed quicker, it deals more damage, and you can get the kill done quicker, which, yeah, really works in your favor for the more skillful players. And I think it's just going to make people better, and that's always good.
Yeah, I mean, increasing skill ceilings, right? Never going to be something you're going to see a tugboat complaining about, folks. 22 to 11, 22 to 12 now, a little bit outside of doubling up, so my prediction's still, even if Holy Name wins this, still technically alive, but not exactly hope-inspiring thus far for the Chargers. Oh my goodness, easy double right there. Here's a sidekick. Looking for threes. Not going to find it.
No, but like you saw the rate of fire with that sidekick, and I really like this from Crestwood actually. If they can find this kill, or if they can find these couple of kills, they are going to find Bird Warrior with the back smack. Can they chase down Sosuke as well? But what I really love there was the Crestwood chargers kind of bunched up, and they really kind of got it together, and they got some kills. Unfortunately, Holy Name, they just overran them in the end, and Gamer 0704 is going to find... Unfortunately for Abeidun, he's representing Master Chief right now, the old 117. You hate to see it, but he's, you know, he's gonna have to do some work.
It's
yeah,
fair.
118. I mean, look, when you're against the camo and a 3-man, the best way to play this is just to group up, because 3v1 is always going to be better. And Holy Name, well, Sosuke and Blue Thunder, they're already on 10 apiece, and it is 33-19 Tugboat. And look how much damage that nade does.
Yeah, like you can just kind of see it on display, the new changes. But you know, you were saying that the Master Chief 117, not a good look. Always better than the James Bond though, right?
That is true. 007 is 007's just objectively worse. That is correct. Oh my god, look at the movement, man. The thruster mid-air as well. He's gonna find Abeidun 1, 1, and 10. Yeah, man, sometimes when you're having a rough one, it doesn't matter whether it's Strongholds or it's Slayer. You just can't get out of the rut.
Fair. There were 2 players doing numbers like this within the Strongholds, right? That was Super Cam there, now Super Cam 6-9 with 2 assists and boot. Not a bad scoreline by any means, and something that can definitely be brought back a little bit here, at least individually. I'm not sure. We might be kind of reaching into garbage time now at this point with a double up situation. Pretty much the same situation we saw, like, what, proportionally or ratioed, like, or whatever for Holy Name, like basically 2 times up, and then Crestwood kind of pushing together to bring it past that halfway mark a little bit in the Strongholds.
Yeah, I'm just hoping for Crestwood they can find a couple of kills before the end here, so we don't have to get the barbecue out and put the steak on. But man, like, where can you go? Like, you just get absolutely trapped in the corner. You can't do anything. But it is going to be Crestwood who are going to try and find kills, but it is 48-27. Time running out for Crestwood, as you'd have to say. With Blue Thunder finding kill 49, this looks pretty inevitable, Tugboat.
Either inedible or the greatest comeback high school Halo I have ever casted in my life. Just gotta report the news as it comes. That's gonna be it. That's a steaktacular because they did not reach 30.
That is correct. Yep, well, we got the barbecue out. We popped the steak on, but yeah, I mean, Holy Name, that was so just like CS:GO, people would spam the smoke. It's kind of works similar to a smoke, but now they really kind of changed it to be like, actually, you're gonna have to be more skilled to use this. And that's kind of what all these changes are. It's all about the skill movement, as that is a fantastic nade. Talking about skills, it's all about, you know, the movement that you have and how you kind of understand the mechanics, and that's what's going to make you a better player. Whether it's the nades, whether it's the Shroud Shield. Yeah, it's all about improving individual performance. But it's going to be the Crestwood Chargers with a cheeky 4-1 lead, Tugboat.
Yeah, so what? Ball comes out, ball gets picked up, and then just tossed to the middle, and everybody kind of fighting over it as of right now. Holy Name constantly sending in respawns, but Crestwood Chargers players kind of getting foisted out in the middle. Now, Crestwood has had a little bit of issue fighting full 4-man team here in earlier maps, James. What I really need to see on the oddball, especially in a situation where you're going up against one player who's not even holding their gun at the time, right? That oddball holder, gotta fight this as a full 4.
Yeah, and I think the mistake that a lot of people make, especially when playing oddball, is they feel like, ooh, that was a great double kill, right? Is that they feel like they have to always be holding the ball, right? And you watch pro teams so often, they are not afraid to put the ball down. In fact, so many
like
times...
That right there.
Yeah, so many times in HCS games, you see time run out. you see the 5 minutes expire before anyone gets to 100, because it's more about playing around the objective than playing the objective. I will say, if you're in like regular ranked games, hold on to that oddball, otherwise your teammates will hate you. But when it comes to
Yes.
stuff like this, it's definitely, you know, when it comes to high school, when it comes to, you know, you step up to university, you step up to kind of HCS and the pros, it's all about playing the objective rather than just holding on to it and kind of trying to gather as many points. Having said that, Bird Warrior did what he needed to. Last one alive, held the ball for a while, perfect, and this setup is going to stay in PD.
Yeah, also, I should, you know, we gotta let you know here what we do at HSEL, powered by Generation Esports. Because, what, the neutral statement that I gave earlier is that it's sometimes difficult to assume that the servers will hold through individual rounds of oddball. Now, what we're gonna be doing at the end of this round, no matter who wins, is ending lobby and taking it out. Get a full new lobby, full new server and whatnot, to thereby guarantee that we will have the second map on, because sometimes in the past it has dropped out. That is the only reason why we'll be leaving this lobby afterwards, and then coming in. If we see the team who wins this round lose the second round, then we'll be doing it again. Looking at a third round. No actual changes here. And speaking of, we talked about a little bit of reverse sweep action. Well, this is the start of it here for the Crestwood Chargers.
Yeah, and what I actually really love about this setup, that's a beautiful back smack as well onto the Bird Warrior. Can he find the second kill? No! And Holy Name are going to pick up this ball. The thing I love is this ball has not left PD.
Nope.
It got in here eventually, and it is just stuck there, and no one is having it leave. But it's going to be 2 down for Holy Name. They are going to grab this ball. They are going to get beaten to death, though, and it's just melee everywhere, as it is going to be the Sentinel Beam for Niz. I tell you what, Niz, 6 and 3, has looked a lot better after this break than the first two maps.
The Sentinel Beam in hand isn't going to get them too much. A melee on the end as well gets them nothing. Holy Name. See, that's what I'm talking about, coming in as a full 4 and whatnot, right? They come in, they all spawn up, they wait onto rockets, now they have another rocket and a solid little setup here on Holy Name. Blue Thunder should be spawning not too far away, and does. Yeah, Blue Thunder spawns on A, and now Crestwood is all separated out. About 100 points on here, so at least hitting that halfway mark, as is standard for the Crestwood Chargers.
Yeah, you are not...
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah, 4 dead for Holy Name. That's the cleanup for Crestwood, and this should be round number 1. I tell you what, man, that has been an absolutely fantastic round, because the oddball just never moved. Like, it just sat there that entire time, and Abeydun, 85 points. And looks like we're going to try and see if we can float a second round out here.
Okay, well, if it's going to do it, if it's going to kick us out, it's going to do it in the next 10 seconds or so, so hopefully this will be one of the good ones. Perhaps, well, I mean, we did just get a big update, so perhaps that was fixes. That was a really weird play. That was a really weird play. Like, instead of just swapping weapons and shooting once, or even just meleeing with the BR, instead charges forward, rockets in hand. The courageousness, the boldness, in fact, of these high school students.
And it is gonna be Holy Name with the early lead, the old spinning death bug. But I like how this is kind of back tower. You know, back A, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, the funny thing that I always find in oddball games, especially on streets, is a tendency to just throw the oddball at the opponent when you're kind of about to fight them. You're just like, oh no, take this, take this. But yeah,
little hot potato.
Yeah,
seriously,
little hot potato action. 4 minutes left, but it's going to be Holy Name with this back A. I mean, poor old Subway. You know, you would think would at least see the ball. The ball has not gone anywhere near that half of the map. We've basically played oddball in half a map. And, yeah, I mean, look at Supercam and Kicking. 13 and 12, 7 assists apiece. They have been doing absolute work. 13, 7, and 10. Literally the same scoreline. But, yeah, it is round 2. It is Holy Name who is dominating right now. Crestwood just unable to find any of this ball. And it's going to be Super Cam. If they can find game up, which they can, they are going to get onto this ball. But I like this play. Immediately dropping it because a teammate dies. Now they're going to try and retrieve this, but it's going to be a double kill for kicking.
Ooh.
Gets the triple, the unofficial triple, because dies to the spanker. But this is time for another PD setup for Crestwood. But the problem is, none of your teammates are over there, Supercam. So
yeah,
a little rotation is in order.
Grab some coffee, take it on over towards Cafe. Now, Holy Name has sent a runner over to the other side as well. There's 2 Crestwood Chargers players, both low. That's going to be enough for the 4th and a full team wipe against the Crestwood Chargers. These Chargers stop dead in their tracks, and that is a bad respawn right there. We saw this player here for Holy Name trying to beat feet on over towards the side. Not going to happen when you got everybody spawning up on tram. Subways.
Yeah, subway,
Where you're from.
tram, yeah, doesn't, yeah, whatever you like to call it. Oh my God, gets absolutely stalker rifled in the face. Gets denied the subway. The ticket booth is closed, and it is going to be Sasuke as the only one left alive. But actually, this rotate is really off because they're just rotating into Holy Name. And I tell you what, it's that is a great nade. Can they find Bird Warrior as well? No. Bird Warrior, Blue Thunder, gonna find kills. A beautiful perfect though. And it is gonna be the beatdown, but the Bulldog is gonna do so much work. Oh, playing game of Chasey now. It is gonna be Blue Thunder who gets the win, but that is awesome. To be able to stall long enough for your teammate to come in and get that kill, that is perfection. Now the Bandit Rifle for Niz.
I like it. I like it.
And Abedoon, 101 seconds of objective time, Tugboat. That's a long time.
That is more than the entirety of Holy Name. No, that's almost more than the entirety of Holy Name in and of themselves. The simple fact that Abedoon is 8 and 16 is monumental in and of itself. Everybody else positivo for the Crestwood Chargers squad. Yeah, I mean, this squad is just firing on all cylinders right now. This is exactly what they needed here. Now, even if Holy Name takes this oddball round, they'll still just be back to that true neutral tied situation like they started this game mode on. A game mode that they started on and then took advantage.
Yeah, and Niz, 10 assists as well. Thing is, yeah, there's just so many players from both teams kicking about, as we are going to go on board with kicking game up. Oh, yeah, you can't just hang there, my friend. How did he not hear the footsteps? The double can't get the triple onto Gamer. Man, that's a big oof. But looks like we are going to go to round number 3 without some heroics. Oh, he's just got to pick up this ball, but he is going to die. Actually, wait, were they teammates?
Couldn't you? No, they weren't. He could have taken a couple back smacks, or at least a smack and melee damage after.
Yeah, that's.
I have no idea how that one happened.
Man.
Sasuke gets a random back smack for the dub. Now, we'll be starting this one up and crossing our fingers. Okay, looks like we again about 15 seconds in is where second time it kicks, but. Looks like it's good on this one. Maybe the patch, the patch recently fixed
Wait,
that. That's what's
what?
up.
Okay, no, that was teammates. That's okay. I was so confused. But I will say, talking about, well, we can talk about all these patch notes. Good segue. Good segue, Tugboat. I love it. The Disruptor Pistol. We saw the Disruptor Pistol at the end of the last round. Man, did this get a change. This was one of the most overpowered pistols in fact, one of the most overpowered guns in Halo Infinite. Well, they nerfed it a bit.
To say, right? Like,
right?
It's so interesting that that the Disruptor Pistol is so like unassuming and stuff, just like the Magnum was in Halo 1, right? And then the Magnum goes on to define the competitive game that is Halo Combat Evolved. And when to go on, obviously, to define first-person shooters for 20-something years.
Pour one out for the homie that is the Magnum pistol. With the disruptor pistol,
I would have loved an H5 pistol in this, but anyway, sorry.
Oh man,
off, sorry.
Yeah, nah, I get it, man. I get it. Anyway, we got the disruptor pistol, which was like this crazy pistol that no one really used, but oh my god, it was so powerful. And then they've gone, actually, this is too much. So they completely removed the dot. The damage over time, for those that don't know, dot damage over time. Basically, you would get shot by the disruptor pistol, and after you stopped getting shot, you would still take damage. They completely removed that. They reduced the chain distance. If you were standing next to someone, you got shot with the disruptor pistol, they would also take damage. They've reduced that distance by half. They have increased the rate of fire, so it now fires, instead of 4.285, such a great number. Instead of 4.285 rounds a second, it's now just 5 rounds a second. As Supercam's going to get a double kill with the nades, by the way, as we check back in on the action. But also the super combine damage from 60 to 70. And super combine is like when you get shot enough, it all combines into one. It's like the needler. When there's enough needles, they super combine and deals a lot of damage. But once again, man, everyone loves hanging in this PD. But yeah, essentially, there's just been a big change to the disruptor pistol, so it'll be interesting to see how useful it is for people. But now it's more just a combat pistol rather than a lot of electricity spam.
I heard you. Yeah, and an unnecessary change it was. While we're getting a little bit of that breakdown here, folks, what we've seen is Holy Name simply take commanding lead now off the back of the same exact thing that we saw before, which is simply come in and spawn us full 4. When you lose control of this, everybody go forth, always pay attention to rockets, and that is the only reason why they're on a 30 now point run with this oddball here, James.
Yeah. Said disruptor pistol.
God.
Man, it got nerfed and it still looks so good.
Yeah.
Like, look how quick that thing fires now. Like, it already fired pretty quick, but it can get a little quicker. Unfortunately for Niz.
And there's no ground shots that you can use for it anymore, right? Like, time used to be you could, like, shoot the ground, like, near a corner and kind of, like, section off that area.
Oh my god. Just a Baydoon, just over 2 minutes of ball time. Same with the Bird Warrior. But at this rate, there are going to be some shots that go wide. At this rate, it looks like it's going to be Holy Name who take this oddball as they go past 80. But man, the first round looks so good for Crestwood Chargers, but it's kind of come apart. But Kicking Gamer, 31 kills. Sasuke 31 as well. Holy Name. They're all dead. Maybe this is the setup that Crest would need. Are we going to see the other half of the map? No,
hey,
doesn't look like it.
Niz has rocks, dude. Oh no, you gotta at least shoot him off, though! Bird Warrior does not miss a burst right there. And I do believe that just purchased this Holy Name match and series, excuse me. Bird Warrior, okay. 2 for the price of 1. 2 birds, 1 stone, something like that. I don't know. What I do know, folks, is that, okay, I thought that'd been a W. Bird Warrior. Last here. What, that's 8 seconds away. Take this on over to PD, brother. 5, 6.
Fly free.
7, 8, 99, and, nope, excuse me. Don't want to count it down until it's done.
The Stalker Rifle.
Melee, grab, and that's game. Holy Name have punched their ticket on a little bit farther on. They will be playing against the winners, folks, between that Putnam